Come, spin your web for me.
Battering ram!
This is the end for you!
Freedom from my grasp is but a distant memory.
My target dances in shadows.
Stand strong, strike harder! Did
Who
you
is that
see
joker
that?
leading those orcs?
Those orcs
Damn
had a
traitor.
human commander.
Where are Bibius
How
and
very
Junius?
curious.
Didn't they hear the fight?
And how very disquieting.
Filthy beasts, I'll kill the last one of you.
Kill the unbeliever.
Fire it up!
Knockout blow!
Summon Spider!
My target dances in shadows.
You are but kindling for my triumphant blaze!
What's your demise?
Those orcs had a human commander.
Where are Bibius
How
and
very
Junius?
curious.
Didn't they hear the fight?
And how very disquieting.
One day,
Taken
comrade,
before his
vengeance
time.
will be ours.
Far before his time.
Unbelievable! You watched your brethren be slaughtered while you twiddled your thumb?
Hail, Source Hunter! Why, I don't think I could ask for a more welcome sight on these cursed beaches. I'm not so different from any other soldier you'll meet around these parts. We've all lost more comrades here in Sicile than most do in an entire military career. Bloody orcs are at it again! Beats me what on earth they want in Sicile. This is their second attack within as many weeks. That rat-faced shaman of theirs even went to the trouble of launching a fireball at a ship in the harbour to the west of here. It's hard to say. That ship needs attention, and fast, or she's as good as sunk. Got any special Source Hunter tricks to make a blue sky turn to a rain cloud? Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. A man among orcs? It'd be like one of your kind running with a sorcerer. Whatever the Cur's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot, let's all hope it was a private grudge. Can you imagine if we had to add a slew of wild-eyed, orc-loving bedlamites to our list of enemies in Sicile?
Fire! Fire! Get the blades in the harbor!
We're gonna need more than a few buckets to save it. We mustn't let the flames spread to the whole bar. I like you much better with your guts.
Taken before his time, far before his time.
Good on.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel. Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicile. You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city. So you were, and so you weren't. Behold! There we are. Meet my other half, Hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you my plea is an earnest one. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's murder. It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all. Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek. So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has she seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow.
Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like a kitten leading a wolf. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts, a shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays. I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for the undead. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now. And for 2 years the stalemate between them and the living has been dragging on at a weary pace. The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic, someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Alas, that searching for them is like searching for a single louse in a lion's mane. Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The Orc siege is yet another hairball. We've cordoned off the western beach where most Orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to figure what they're doing here. There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Maybe they're after some pirate's treasure, the fools. Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise? Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct. Even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so. To be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness. But of course it's handy to speak in more than meows, and I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs. This I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to enjoy the best of 2 worlds. I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter, and I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters.
Come now, enough doom and gloom. Cast your gaze instead upon my fair Spaniard filly.
I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece an hour, I'll walk out the door.
Good on you. These boss men respect confidence, you know. So what did he say?
Well, what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature anyhow.
Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
Listen, she's purring, the darling.
What fool would trust a 2-bit love potion out of a back-page circular from youthful gore? vengeance will
This
be
place
ours.
reeks of orc stench. One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
And I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra...
Once you're there, just take the stairs. But do pay a visit to Aureus first. And with that, I bid you adieu.
Undead, orcs.
Well, what does
Looks
it
like we have
matter?
our work cut out.
Day labour's more suited to
we won't
my...
be bored.
Save that ship all by your lonesome. Quite the feat. If I had the I thought the old gal's fate was sealed when the orc shaman set his fiery gaze on her sails.
Save that ship all by your... I thought the...
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
A home? A livelihood? Oh, well, we were merchants what seems like a moment ago. With our ship sunk, we're little more than 3 men with nothing more to say than boo. These damn orcs. They can't keep off this place for the life of them. They came in here slinging fireballs and swinging swords. With our ship gone, nothing for it but to get a job. Slim pickings around here, that's for sure. Maybe you can keep an eye out, though. That was a right stunning show of magic you pulled, it was. Wish you'd have been around when our own barge went down in flames.
Have you found us a job yet? We'll take anything. Well, we were Well, that was a...
And don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the lizard councillor's wife. Zombies,
Is that why we never
skeletons,
sailed to your
source? Here, in Seal? Bah! Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses... A ship's got a sail too, you know. You did a mighty fine thing saving that barge. For those of us raised in crews instead of family, who knows... That loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of... Name's Conrad. Cargo trader, sea captain, an expert in all things nautical. Folks across Andervale know to give old Conrad a holler when it comes to rare imports and magical items. Those orcs must be out of their barbarous minds launching an attack on a city where a great wizard resides. Though even I must admit they put up a hearty effort. I'll tell you, the only time I'd consider waging a suicide campaign like that would be if whatever I sought was something worth dying over. Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Seal?
Right to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the lizard councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sailed to your door anymore?
Speaking of you, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that...
Really? The greatest warriors in Rivellon can't cross a road.
Yards of my loving nature.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Fennel's carriage for the joyride?
No, it ain't. We drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing...
Steady, boys. Steady. We'll be leaving...
Salutations! Source hunters, I see. I'm Sergeant Curtius, proud protector of this house of Legion goods. Curtius is my name. The Legion is my calling. This is a storing house for Legion supplies. Perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And I, Sergeant Curtius, have been... Salutations! This is a storing house...
Enough doom and gloom. Cast your gaze instead upon my fair fanged filly.
Oh! Ah, who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here?
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile. But
maybe before the great orc raid we had time to indulge Ninius's idiotic obsessions. But now we're needed at our posts. I can hardly believe I've been wasting time protecting an orc when I should be running them through.
Excuse my friend's violent outbursts. He hasn't enjoyed a woman's touch in quite some time now.
Your woman's touch is less of a loving caress and more of a claw shanked brutally through the throat.
My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this lovely orcish lady? For a brief second, perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, I had the presence of mind to ignore my sword, and instead a vial of love potion shattered over her head. And when she turned to face me, she became instantly enamoured. I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the orcish army under some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders.
Ha! I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, but...
I've always had an amateur interest in all things alchemical. When I read in an esteemed periodical from the Wizards of Youthful Gore about an amazing opportunity that could change my life, I had to act fast or lose the once-in-a-lifetime deal. I sent away for the world-famous love potion, available for a limited time only, and it has worked exactly as promised.
You see what a fool my friend has been, spending all his cash on snake oil and bringing a temporarily tranquil...
What kind of monster would lie in a published advertisement?
You see, he'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to save him from his murderous darling.
Well, what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature anyhow. Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
This place reeks of orc stench.
Let her live. If that potion were truly worthless, it wouldn't have been able to charm her in the first place. In this docile state, she may prove to be a source of valuable information.
You're right. The information she provides could well turn the tides here in Sicil.
Bravo! I trust not only the potion, but my scaly sweetheart in and...
You're going to regret this. We're all going to regret this.
No!
Avert your gaze, and I'll handle this threat for all our sakes.
She wouldn't hurt a fly, and I won't let you.
Oh, a source hunter! About time the council took us seriously.
Steady,
Well,
boys.
tuck my tail and call me Bessie. A Feet addressing me directly? Oh, me and my brother Bull have dragged this here cart all around Sightseal, from dock to graveyard and back again. Speaking of Bull, you ought to say hello to him. He's clairvoyant, you know.
I'm seeing 2 feet approach. I'm Bull, the leading clairvoyant in Sightseal. The 2 feet, of course. Most winsome 2 feet, of course. What would... Well, that depends, 2 feet. That depends. I see... Why, yes, most wealthy... Death. Ever the most I see... Oh...
I can't even smell the sea air over this rot. I can't even smell the sea air over this rot. I can't even smell the sea air over this rot. I can't even smell the sea air over this rot. I can't even smell the sea air over this rot.
Sigurd's beard, what a find!
Bah! If you think black sheep are weird, try weir sheep.
My word! My word!
By the seven! What a
You there!
tale!
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Oh, no, but...
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapours?
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff. Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Ain't straight, ain't true. Aaron's by the dozen. Get it while it's fresh. These batches are the hours from the sea.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for fire.
A good day.
Oh, no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
What are ye staring at? Captain Jack's the name, though the title may be a little generous at the moment. My crew ran off. Some poor chaps lost their ship and want some work. Just send 'em to me and tell 'em there's a bit of coin and a lot of rum coming their way if they don't mind a bit of honest labour. Those scallywags.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Borrow indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear. Oh, my story's tired by now. I was happy enough, prosperous enough, before these lean times around Sicil began. Still, that doesn't waive a man's need to eat, you know. I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times, but what choice have I got now? If it's steal or starve, So what do you think? Should I snag a fish?
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots. Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Well, hello there.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
That's the spirit!
Sir, did you just steal that fish?
No, I paid for it.
You were a witness to this.
Get it while it's fresh!
I can't thank you enough.
Well, sorry to have bothered.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Holman land.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Lay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Aim straight, aim true. Arrows by the dozens.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Well, hello there.
Lay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let us see if you can choose the finest green.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Lay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Well, hello there.
Lay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let us see if you can choose the finest green.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Lay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks.
Well, what does it matter?
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Have you found us a job yet? We'll take anything. Really? So there's a captain offering booze and brass for a bit of crate loading. Gods be praised. You've done...
Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for a joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Not in the mood for cheese.
What are ye staring at?
Slice of this fine Gorman there.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Bim into your routine.
I'll need to unlock this somehow.
Those bony brutes will never make it inside these walls. Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
Oh, careful now. Your head's grown more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.
Here lies Catherine. I know, I was great. Here lies Judith, warrior princess. Here lies Gregory, whose wife told him so. Here lies Neil, killed in the line of duty. I want to go home.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
Where are you, Jake? Are you playing without me? Hey, wow! I was wondering where that awesome sweaty boot smell was coming from. And here you are. What? I'm Murphy, Jake's dog. Wow, you smell great. Have you been rolling around on dead things all day? That's my favourite hobby too. You know who I miss? Jake. Sometimes he'd just sit there being awesome. And I'd give him this look like, you smell great. And he'd give me this look like, you do too, Murphy. And he was my best friend. I came here so I could smell Jake again. He smelled great. But whatever's buried there doesn't smell like Jake. If I ever find out who killed Jake, the most awesome Jake who ever jaked, I'll bark so much. Seriously, so much, you have no idea.
Here lies Jake, Please do not disturb.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse.
Wow, that dead sheep smells pretty great. I mean, what? Join you? No way. I mean, you smell pretty great. Even better than the dumpster behind the butcher's house. Without my best friend, you know who I miss? Jake, I came here. Someone... Listen, if you go around town and find someone who you think might have done it, bring me a really stinky something of theirs. And I'll see if I can smell Jake on it. And Esmeralda. Ugh, terrible smell. Like flowers and soap. Not awesome. Ugh, hated her. Aureus is kind of awesome. Evelyn, too. They both have a sweaty, dead thingy smell. Cecil, he's all right, I guess. Mostly he smells like old books, which is neither awesome nor non-awesome. Bring me anything of theirs, and I'll be able... Jake has the best smell.
Rest in peace, darling. What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep.
You know who I miss? I came here. Someone... Listen. Esmeralda. Jake has the best... Join without my... Jake? Where are you?
Rest in peace,
Are you here,
darling.
Jake?
Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive.
Look here, even a sage and author as renowned as I is flattered when mortals dare among the dead to seek him out. Well, here I am, Nemeris, as if I need introduction. Oh, I've written so many celebrated treatises, but of course you have read and revered the philosophy of death. The diamond in the crown that is my literary... There isn't a civilized soul alive that hasn't perused its profound... You can, and indeed you must. But alas, I was not buried with a printed version of that blueprint of genius that is my inimitably esteemed essay. Never fear, though. Do you truly feel you are ready to prove that you have read and understood the philosophy? Then we shall proceed to test between life and death. Death is the greater force, so argues the...
Are you here, Jake? Jake?
May the Seven keep you.
Where are you, Jake? Are you playing without me?
Of course not.
Correct, he is not.
Let us proceed. Life is life's own goal, the question that is itself the answer. Good! Now I am unburdened of all...
Not entirely, no.
I concur.
Last query. Boldly do I scorn the bonds of faith and fear. Death I dub thee life's equal.
Your salvation.
Indeed.
Oh, most impressive. Nothing short of miraculous. You have verily fathomed the message of my book. My undying respect.
Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities.
I shall see you in the next life.
I suppose your example has inspired me to reach heights I'd never before envisioned.
That inspiration hardly flows one way, my friend.
Rest in peace, darling. Peace be with you, traveller. May your lost loved ones... I once lived a prosperous life with my husband and our happy little daughter, Loni. But when the undead plague broke out, my dear husband was among the first killed. Loni never recovered from the loss. And when a group of mercenaries, predators, more aptly called, came to town dangling the opportunity to annihilate those undead, she was killed less than a week after she joined. Here she lies, and here I stand, mourning the death of my life. Back from there, savage! I'll not let you disturb my daughter's peace.
Here lies Helen, killed by an enraged zombie. I'm sure we can talk this out.
Down before I put you down!
I'll grind you into a fine dust. Seven, aid me.
Rest in peace, darling.
How the coast reminds me of my long-fled youth. I say, the worlds.
That shovel has proven worth its weight, it seems.
Dear
me.
Indeed. And who knows what manner of riches we'll unearth together with this tried and true treasure digger.
Enough to finish this mission with a long vacation in the tropics, gazing side by side at a burgundy horizon if we're lucky.
Beyond these walls, roam free, hunter. Be vigilant.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is. Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
Under the collar.
Ah, there it is.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is.
Did someone leave an oven door open?
Source Hunter. A sight for... I know you're probably knee-deep in that awful murder investigation, but truth be told, we've been conducting a series of expeditions into undead territory, and I'm afraid I must admit they've met... Lieutenant Selenia, at your service. I'm Captain Aureus' second in command.
Now, I certainly don't mind a bit of healthy competition and even rivalry between our orders, but I, for one, have no intention of looking a gift horse in the mouth. And that is exactly what your presence in Sicil is, Source Hunter. A gift and a blessing. Only heroes such as yourself can make a true difference in this troubled part of the world. Such is my honest conviction. The undead. I pitied them at first. Many among them were once kind and innocent civilians of Sicil, after all. No longer do I feel that way, though. Too many of my soldiers have fallen. The dead must be put down without mercy, if we can. The bravest among my men and women tell me they are weaker in the west and stronger in the east, so I suggest you head westward if you want to flex your muscles and test the waters before blindly diving to your death.
I'll be disfigured for life.
I shall be very glad to share what information I can give you. If ever we want to be victorious in Sicil, we have to track down the root of the undead uprising. Under the Pact of Volunteers, 3 expeditions were launched to do just that, but so far, none of their participants have returned. 3 landmarks were chosen for further investigation: the lighthouse, the burial mounds, and the old church. There's a lighthouse to the west, up on the bluffs, overlooking the sea. The locals say it's haunted, and half a dozen legionnaires have gone to find out whether or not those are mere tall tales. There are ancient burial grounds to be found north of the city. As good a place as any to start looking for necromancers, wouldn't you say? A local archaeologist offered to tag along with the men. Here's hoping his knowledge on the subject may prove to be of use to them. There's a church to the northeast of here, built atop the very place where once stood a temple dedicated to the source. The Sicilians razed it, and built a church for the 7 instead, supposedly to symbolize the victory of the gods over evil sorcery.
She bit me in the face.
All superstitious mumbo-jumbo, if you ask me. But when the dead rose, that is when they were first spotted. Hence the expedition. So I did. The Pact of Volunteers. Many legionnaires will do whatever it takes to go home, which is why I personally sign their transfer orders the moment they make it back from a mission behind enemy lines. The chances of survival during these sorties are only about 1 in 10, you see. So my soldiers are free to volunteer, and if they are successful, they just bought themselves a boat ride home.
You don't think it's infected, do you? Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Tull. That's the Source Hunter you're talking to.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Bit Tullia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can we?
You think that's funny, Private? Sir, no, sir.
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy if we can trust her to watch our backs.
Get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all, Tull.
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when she's got that bow within arm's reach.
You say you will take me under your wing, but I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears?
Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicil.
In truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a friend in such a place. And so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk, and cast aside from humankind, he thrived among his mother's ilk. So says the saga of Thris. Do you know it? The wise godwolf Amira raised the child Thris among her litter. So you see, I have good company. Thris the wolfson, and I the bear daughter. Ask freely, my friend. Your city is far more wild than Home Forest. In Home Forest, the rules are clear. In Home Forest, your strength and speed determine your fate. Here, a tiny screech woman, no swifter than a mudworm, might confine you into a tiny cage, and one must wait for a kind stranger to grant freedom. Jarrett, wise Jarrett, taught me the bird songs of our people. If not for him, I would never have learned. A beast's life is to survive. A human's is to know. I have learned all the bird song that Jarrett could teach. I remembered every word. These tales have brought me much pleasure. The remembering of the beasts is without lies. We know not to approach the wasp's nest because long ago one bear mother discovered its dangers. This she taught to her cubs, and those cubs taught the next. We do not remember Rito and the battle of the buzzing brutes. We remember only what is useful to us now. Rito will be forgotten. The beauty of the story will be forgotten. But the lesson will not. It is different between beasts and humans. I am lucky to enjoy both ways. He came to me when I was small. A fierce, wild one, yet unaware of the difference between the other cubs and herself. He called to me in a soft song. At first I thought him a great bird. We each reached out to the other. We found each other. Jarrett visited me often. And in time I learned his songs and more. When he built a small cabin within Home Forest, I hunted his food and fetched his water by day while he studied his books and his magics. By night, by the fire, he'd tell me Jarrett is my master and my friend, my teacher and myself. I heard this was a place of many people, so here I came. I have seen more faces here in a day than I had seen in all the days of my life together. But I have not found the face I seek. Jarrett is missing. It is my duty to find him. That mystery is thick and ugly as a swarm of hornets. It started with a great disturbance in Home Forest. A terrible disease came in the night and turned the birds and beasts soft and foul as carrion while they still lived. I watched countless of my loved ones die, rotted from the inside. When I ran to Jarrett to tell him what I had seen, his reaction was strange. He had no answer. The next morning, Jarrett did not emerge from his room. I left him be, but after 3 days I grew anxious. I broke down the door, and inside his chamber he was kidnapped, and all his research was taken with him. The only clue I found was a letter among the scraps. I could not make out all the words, but I recognized the threat. Death, coming for you. And the signature? Attenborough. I do not know the one called Attenborough, but I know that if I am to find Jarrett, I must start there. Whoever this Attenborough may be, I believe he or she may know where Jarrett... Source Hunter. I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
Attention! About face! To the barracks, march! Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
It is difficult for me to claim humanity as you do. I am still learning to see myself in the faces of those I meet. And those I meet do not always see themselves in me. It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I am glad that now I have you standing beside me.
Get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Attention! About face! To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention! About face! To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Drink and gamble, that's all. Attention!
Welcome back to Sicil, Hunter. The Legion greets you.
One coin or two, noble spirit? One coin or two? May the soul of Astarte smile upon you, kind stranger. Thank you, kind one. Oh, I am a happy man, and certainly a humble one now. It turns out losing it all. A fool once was I, and ever seeking greater satisfaction than that which I already enjoyed. In my folly, I sought the counsel of those notorious Watcher statues on the western cliffs. Their guidance ruined any small fortune I might have had, but certainly granted me humility. I'd heard they were not to be trusted, that they gave fools advice to the fools who sought them, but somehow I believed that I was the exception. They told me that I would find fame and renown if I renounced my worldly possessions, all my worldly possessions, and became a great figure of piety and humility. Fire, the most thorough cleanser, was my method. But as my house burned in front of me, I felt no elevation, no piety, only the sudden weight of my own idiocy upon my very soul.
So, those statues told him he'd have to renounce his earthly possessions to become a spiritual leader, did they?
Absurd. Since when is poverty a prerequisite of spirituality?
Right. I'm not going to throw my things on a pyre in the hope...
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling
You
out?
there! Sit! Stay! Don't pity me. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Now, have you seen it? A talking head! It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his hat and his boots than I've in my...
You there! You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut. And who are you supposed to be? Oh, I should have been one of the greats. But here I am gathering peasants to watch. No, really?
I hadn't noticed. If not for this ridiculous condition, you'd know me as the King's favourite. Don't you have an impressive library here in Sicil? I'm sure that beast of a librarian. Take it up with Katerina. She's the master of this.
Zombie ate your dog? Orc sunk your ship? No matter! You're at Katerina's Fair, a veritable summer home for troubled minds. Well, I'm Katerina the Fair. I've an open stage in want of talent, and I've often found the best young performers among the rank and file of the theatre's favour has overcome you, has it? Marvellous! I do so love a fresh green talent. Check the library and see if any of the classics there interest you. I'd love to see a Source Hunters take on one of the old standards.
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo!
Come on, and see the amazing singing.
Fantastic!
You
Bravo!
look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
My word! Bravo! Yeehaw!
My word!
Rainbow of war machines.
Ha!
It is said, and this I have
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
My word!
that the king had a great
Fantastic!
So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory
My
reds
word.
that he ordered a contest across his realm. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. I doubt I have to tell you that I am the amazing singing Stefan, the only sentient severed head in. Psst. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Oh, bless the seven. Oh, you've got to help me. I've been. Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many fans to meet today. Psst, help me. Take me to Reginald's cellar. There I will reveal everything. It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered.
That is enough of that now! You there! Take a seat! Prepare to laugh your head off! Cry your... I think you've gotten quite familiar enough by now, thanks! Ha! Yes, I know of that talentless bull! He... Enter! Reginald! What a generous spectator! I am Reginald! Back for more? I think you've gotten quite... Ha! Enter! Back for more, I see! Well, I can't say I'm surprised, what with Stefan rattling off legendary yarn after yarn! Take a seat, won't you?
Fantastic!
Tricks of a kid?
Heavenly herring! Delicious dogfish! Yours for a scrap of gold each!
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of... Oh, a source hunter! Imagine that. Quite a bit bad. No matter. Me? Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your memory. It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst, a simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of Cicuta Douglasii on the tongue. Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late. Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method she refuses to share with her own master. She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration. She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing, but she won't let me take the briefest look at it. But she claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silverglen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal.
Make your case.
Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silverglen to learn the truth myself. Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult... I expect she'll be a very successful healer. Certainly, what would you like to know? The counsellor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't. I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things.
Interesting indeed.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
Soothing a corpse's
So,
troubled
which of you
mind.
is more deserving of life?
Far.
Come, excuse me. This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Sevens you think you are barging in here? Ow! I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation. But yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silverglen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculate. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, but it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously. What would you like to know? One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away. Quite the venerable staple of Sicile, Stephen, and recently blessed with his 3rd grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less. Nearly everyone in Sice. Don't dither long. What do you think? Would you like to learn more about the patients? In this moment, I do believe I'm the most pain-stricken soul in Sicile. To choose, don't dither long. Please, these men don't have long.
Party tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities. To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? Well, she's certainly... I expect you'll be... Me? It was I who... Not to make... Yes. She's in the other room. She's gotten... A she claim... Utter rubbish, I say. Certainly, what would you like to know? She'll realize soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities. Now, that tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far. That tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far. Those men hardly sound long for this world. What's taking Tenderfoot so long? Now, that tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far. Now, that tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far. Now, that tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far. Now, that tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far. Those men hardly sound long for this world. What's taking Tenderfoot so long? Now, a tone soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten far. She'll realize soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities. Now, a tone soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten far.
What do you think? What would you like to know? Quite the venerable staple of Seal, Stephen, and recently blessed with his third grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few, nearly everyone, one of the brave few willing. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite. You are? Stephen should receive the stone. We know full well the difficulty of growing up without a family.
Yes, let's return a healthy Stephen to his family as soon as possible.
Stephen, it is? Yes, I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man, but my...
Thank the seven.
This is highly abnormal.
Thank you.
What is this? This lightning?
I feel no...
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone, somehow it sent us stars.
Terrible! Terrible! By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? Two Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious. Oh, yes. Proper introductions. Zigzags the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was and is and, hopefully, all that. As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the... How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question. On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow. At last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't set time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
You know, I think that imp may be quite mad.
Then we
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's... The portal has become active. Fantastic. Astounding. Onward we should go.
more junk.
The portal! It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After you, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away. Those torches, a light! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence. Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in. It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well. It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one. Ah, though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagues your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the myth? After you, after... Yufa, yes! Just as I'd hoped! There she is! There it is! Come, come, don't delay!
And he's off.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time? Mother of history? Author of all that has ever been?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so...
You have brought guests, I see. Strange.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why?
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane? A stone. So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as— Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not—
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source Hunters, it would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are. Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret, a secret lost even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry.
I see. What the void would shrink.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all. Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you...
Not but a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
We can't deny our reaction to Starstone. There must be something to all of this, mad as it may seem.
No matter how improbable, any...
So, what do you think, Source Hunter? The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on... No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. We'll find out just who you are and how exactly to send the void back to wherever it came from. But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic drastic changes your search will yield. And who knows what the Weaver might discover about you. Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, don't go sharing it around. Never know who we can trust these days. Off you go, then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to...
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void. I honestly don't know. But ask her. If she...
Like the imp said to the ballista operator, wouldn't it just? Would that I had a Starstone just like yourselves. Starstones are curiously... From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones are therefore most likely to be found in the ancient places of this world. Ruins, caves... Neither do I, but the mere fact that activated Starstone has set the Weaver of Time weaving again more than implies that it and the Void Dragon are natural enemies. This in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you who is setting new events in motion. You who is handing the Weaver new threads. And that which she is weaving is more than an ornament to decorate the shelter plane. It is both history and future history. We may not understand the how yet, but our aim... Oh, I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age can't touch me, that's one. Immortality is mine, as long as no one skewers me with a sword. And even then, I'll be back in a jiffy. But of course, I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty to record all of history, and an arduous task that is. Not to mention how much stress that void out there is causing me. The end of time. So, gather those starstones so that we may know the lonesome, observing the frontier of creation, surfing the vibrant tide of the eons, always approaching, yet... Well, yes, actually. I don't mean to complain, but once perhaps you can imagine the profound pleasure it is to have made the Weaver's acquaintance after all these years. I can hardly wait to pick her brain about the great battle of the sons of Sigurd. The last Rivellonian who remembers it died more than 7,000 years ago. Before you go, Source Hunter, a final word. Once you return to Rivellon, there will be someone waiting for you. My agent, my eyes and ears upon your world. I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Ty.
How welcome you are upon this realm, our most... In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, the drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without... Except, it seems, you. Ask, and I shall answer. I am the Weaver of Time, as I have told you. Though my existence is one that falls... I am but what I am, and that is task. It is the same for the historian. Chroniclers both. Perhaps we are one and the same. Task multiplied by 2. Who has made us? I do not know. Why have they done so? I do not know. Am I the beginning, and am I to be the end? Who shall say? Perhaps I am the first thing in creation. Perhaps I am creation. Perhaps I am the creator. Or maybe, alas, The answer, a hidden answer, I believe that starstones will not lead you to... Oh, Hunter, I have no need for company. Like I have no need for air or appetite or affection. All I need, and all I am, is time. And time is running out. And yet, I do enjoy your companionship. Quite so. Your absence, it should... I do not know you, which makes you my one perennial imperfection. A blind spot. But perchance I may be cured of this blindness. Perchance the blemish may be undone. And time, what it is but a seed bereft of sun and water. What it could be, that is what the starstones will tell us. What it is but the end. I reside in another realm altogether. But ever since the end of time appeared in these deep dark skies, I materialized here, as if forced to watch the one thing that... I think that perhaps you can redeem time, because you create time. Know that no longer I did weave. I sat here, at the end of time, and watched on as the void frays the fabric of time like a terrified god. But suddenly there was you. New threads emerged, and I began to weave anew. Starstone gives me new strands to braid into the tapestry. And because you give Starstone energy, it seems that you are creating time. These starstones, please, seek them so that time may yet be mended. Please, for the sake of all that lives and all that loves, seek them so that the void may yet devour itself alive.
I can't even smell the sea
Source
air.
Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree, where you can come to no harm. I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone. And I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief it can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. His foul murder and the plight of dying time must somehow be interconnected. That means the task you have been given remains crucial. While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the grande dame of the advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes that's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name. Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon home. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. Let me phrase it like Zigzags might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink. I'll not pretend to have all the answers, or that I understand all that is happening here and out there among the stars, but I do know I'd rather err on the side of caution. If Zigzags worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among the divines as nonchalantly as you and I lays beside the hearths of home. I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthal Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert. then shared what little food and water he had with him. So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. He laughed and marveled and told me stories about his travels.
Even smell the sea air over
In the
this
end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. So before you go, here, take this teleporter pyramid. Handy. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have. Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if...
Oh my gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you? Go ahead then. No!
If she
you
soaks in
please.
flower stink much
This
longer,
room is dear.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Owen has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero, the whole of Sicily. No, scratch that. Mendius, at your service. Oh, it's not merely an opportunity.
Waiting for what, exactly? I'll thank you to leave me be, you old fat.
Oh,
not the mood for cheese.
That way to her.
Of course I do. How could someone in my profession not?
Quite right. Adventure is what we live for.
See here. You and I share the same passion. I know. Too bad you...
this batch is only hours from the sea.
Well,
Yes, some extra gold is...
Indeed. Indeed, even so, my...
It's better to lead than to follow. That much is true.
Better to be served than to serve, I concur.
Well spoken. And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has... the fabulous five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventure.